Hello and welcome, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today we are looking at the Nike Vomero Roam in the flax and khaki colorway. So as a follow-up to the incredibly popular retro Vomero that was released a couple of years ago, Nike have now released this Vomero Roam version, which is sort of a winterized or all-terrain type version of the shoe with a mainly rubber wraparound of the entire shoe and an updated lacing system and a little bit more of a rugged upper as well. I'll get into a bit more of the materials a little bit later. So my main question when wearing and looking at these shoes is it rugged enough to be able to stand up to any sort of all-terrain that we might try and throw at it? Is the foam and traction good enough to rival some actual terrain engineered sneakers like Salomon's? We're going to have a look a little bit deeper into the materials, but if this is the first time you're checking out one of my videos, super appreciated. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Best Foot Forward Shoes channel. We do reviews here. We have a podcast which is just up here, but don't click on that straight away. We're going to have a little look at this shoe, but we also do some content on Instagram, and we've grown over 3,000 subscribers since the start of 2024. So 2025 is going to be awesome. If you want to jump on the journey and subscribe, the link is just down below. My Instagram's just down there. So again, thank you so much to everybody. Let's check out some of the materials on this one. So first of all, let's have a look at the box. As you can see, it's done in a very, very plain kind of cardboard construction. You can see the Nike little ticks on the front there. It is very plain, but those little details are very nice. If you open it up, you have that same sort of neutral type paper. Inside, you have obviously the two shoes. As you can see, the traction pattern is pretty cool. It's kind of got a nice little yellow and black theme going on there. As you can see with these two shoes, they do look very nice. They do have that very nice futuristic type look. So starting from the bottom, you kind of have a little bit of an expanded sole. So what I mean by that is when you look from the top down, you can actually start to see that the sole is wider than the upper. And then if you look at the bottom, you can see a little bit of extra rubber around the side here, obviously trying to provide a little bit extra grip when you're running or walking. You have some traction grooves on the heel as well as on the front toe here as well. Going around to the front toe box, you can see this almost black cross that's kind of designed to really try and reinforce the protection around your toe. It does look very, very nice, and you can see a kind of latticed or terraced toe box up here as well. You have multiple different layers of rubber. As I said before, you have this very durable rubber all the way around the entirety of the shoe. So if you're looking for all the way from the back and around the side, kind of adding that extra layer of waterproofness and a little bit of extra protection. So I can see these, if they are going to get dirty, you can easily just wipe off the mud or wipe off the water straight away. The Nike tick is present here as well. As you can kind of see, it is half and half with this fake leather, and then you also have the rubber here as well. So it's kind of a nice little transitional piece going through the Nike logo right there. Moving around to the back here, you have the Nike Zoom branding embossed into the rubber here as well. You have a very sturdy heel cage. This is kind of a little bit different from the regular Vomero. The regular Vomero has some holes here, so this is a full constructed, but it still has that honeycomb style of heel counter. You have the pull tab here with the reflective Nike 3M polyester and cotton blend right there. And then the insole is right there as well. As you can see, it's just a regular kind of insole with the blue Nike tick. Moving around to the upper, you can see it's basically all constructed in this ripstop nylon material. So it's very, very durable. It feels very, very structured and comfortable. There are little hits of suede here around the toe box and a little bit on the eyelets, but it's very, very minimal suede, and it doesn't really feel like very good quality suede either, which for the price of these is pretty normal. I'm not expecting a great amount of premium materials on this one. You have this side of fake leather around the midfoot here as well, and then also, as I said before, the fake leather is on the embossed Nike logo here, and then also on the other side as well. So the way they transition from the outsole here, to the upper is really cool with that half Nike logo right there. It's pretty cool. Moving on to the tongue and the laces. The tongue is very, very well padded. As you can see here, it's also very well padded around the collar of the ankle here as well. Very, very nice padding all around. The lacing system on this is a draw cord lacing system. So as you can see, that's how you tighten it. The eyelets also have a little tiny hit of 3M material right there as well. And there's some 3M piping in the laces as well. So overall, pretty nice construction on the shoe. It's very well put together. It feels very solid. It's not exactly as heavy as you would think, which is rather surprising, but you're still feeling a lot of comfort and durability. For sizing on this, I went with my true to size, which is a size 9 US, 42.5 euro. And to be honest, I kind of wish that I went up half a size. They do fit a little bit snug simply because of the huge amount of padding you see around the ankle, and there is also a lot of padding inside of the shoe as well. So it did fit a little bit snug, but I can see with a lot of wear they would start to stretch and flex out a little bit. But initially, straight out of the box, they weren't incredibly comfortable and they were a little bit tight. So if you want straight out of the box comfort, I would go with half a size up. But then touching on the comfort, they are very squishy. This foam, you can really feel it. You can definitely push down on this sole and feel instant comfort. And I can definitely, if I got these in the right size, I probably would be wearing these all day and have absolutely zero issues with comfort. So again, I would go up half a size just simply because they're a little bit tighter because of the extra padding. So there you have it, the Vomero Roam in this flax and khaki colorway. The question I asked at the start was that, do I think that this is going to stand up to the purpose-built trekking and hiking shoes such as Salomon's? And to be honest, I don't think so. I think that the traction pattern is a little bit too shallow to be able to stand up to any sort of major mud or dirt or rocks that you're going to encounter on a trail. I really don't think that this is going to be able to stop any water that might come into the shoe. Perhaps if there was a Gore-Tex or waterproof version of this shoe, it might be a little bit better. But I also think the foam is going to disintegrate rather quickly when it comes to pounding all day on a trail. So largely, yes, I think if you were going to take these onto a trail, you wouldn't slip or fall or be incredibly uncomfortable. However, over time, I don't think that these shoes are going to last very long on those trails. But it is still very nice, it is still very comfortable, and if you're going to be wearing these just for regular lifestyle, perfect for that. But again, I don't think it's a rival to a Salomon or a trail engineered type shoe. So again, thank you to everyone for watching the video. If you really like it, hit the like down below, hit subscribe, check out a couple of the other videos on the channel. There are so many we have posted. So I really appreciate everybody for watching. You have a good day.